factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Denver Broncos.
Another rain game.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on
Back-to-back rain games. What are the chances of that happening?
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Their own 26-yard line.
Ready. Set, ready. 45. White. Ready.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 18. On the ground, this is Amari and Hampton. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Hampton. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Looking left side, and it's complete. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A.
And this is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a 1st down on this opening drive.
Now it's Herbert. That's complete. It's Lab McConkey. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great effort there. 34 yards. yards. And the Chargers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And able to get this out to the 25. At their own 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup.
Direct snap.
To see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, well, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And he will have the Broncos first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Blue, 32. Hut.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Broncos at 0-5, just a dismal start to the year. And they come in pretty desperate here for a win.
And think about this too, partner. We have not heard the dreaded vote of confidence yet from management. So when a team's 0-5, everyone starts wondering about their jobs. Will they still have one? That's coaches on down. They've got to find a way to throw that out of their minds and band together and play better football.
He throws it on the move but can't connect as it falls incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there.
I wish he would have kept his feet in bounds.
Come open downfield, but they never did.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's go. Fight 60. 60 red. 60 red. 43 rail. Blue, go. Set.
He'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 35. He got 29 yards that time. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ready?
Now back to throw.
Come on, 32.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Let's go. 60 Eagles.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
10 black.
Now this time he'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's in.
That motherfucker dropped the ball again.
We keep stats on everything, don't we? This is one that you don't want to have. That's his 2nd drop right here in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, I was going to say only in the 1st quarter. Certainly a shot.
Wide the fuck open. Drop the ball.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Yellow, 43. Ready.
Back to throw.
But he caught that one.
That's his running back out of the backfield. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I feel like that play sheet shit don't work, man.
After one.
There's no way it works.
Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they go to work on a first and goal.
Come on, set. Hut.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the one. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal.
Let's go now. 52 blue. Hut, hut.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he is unable to make the play himself on second down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on third down?
45. What drill? 52. Ready?
They'll look to throw on third and goal. He's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive.
Yeah, he missed the field goal.
Guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So first and goal quickly turns into fourth and goal, and then fourth and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try to do it again.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
On first down, it's Hampton. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6. Again, it's Hampton. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of
Big Joe out.
Available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And unable to connect. First down. Instead, it's 4th.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down.
Critical.
And then out. Obviously, confidence with that defense.
Critical,
Now they get
man.
to turn it back to their offense.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. Here's Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Herbert.
Oh, come on.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Come on, set. Blue, 32. Blue, go. Ready? Go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. This is caught inside.
I don't understand how I could play fake. I could run pass commit. I could pass commit and still get beat.
A huge play there for Denver. 53 yards.
Here we go. Here we go. 45. What?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately there. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Okay, ready? Here we go. Ready.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
They'll drop the throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Ready up.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
Blue striker.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get...
Damn, it's so slow.
They hold on 4th and goal.
So slow.
The Charger drive about to get going. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. It's going to be incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And his throw is incomplete.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in.
And Herbert can't get out of the. He can't get out of the pocket and run. Come on, man.
A sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. So a good point, but a solid 12-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
On the double.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter.
Blue, 32. Flag blue. Ready?
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Charger drive about to get going. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said,
78.
It's a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the 1st half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
A run once more with Hampton. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
On 3rd down, here's Hampton. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Now this one finds McConkey. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. 2nd and a couple. Herbert going to give to Hampton. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted.
Oh, my God,
Number
man.
7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the 1st half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he's got his
Get out of there.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. Herbert now. This will be caught at about the 6. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Lad McConkey from 13 yards out. And the Chargers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away.
What?
Turn up past the 30. Past midfield. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 40.
Can't make this shit up, bro. I just got to deal with it.
Set them up nicely for this drive. We all know the next score has got a major impact on this game.
Let's go now. 52. Ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Come on, what
Throw here that's complete.
where my help at, bro?
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready. Shot. 17.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And not a whole lot.
Nowhere to be found.
On the first down run, he gets maybe 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level. Make sure that block's secure.
Why the cornerback keep getting beat on that shit, though?
Has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Hey, green. Red. 38. Check, huh?
Back to throw here.
Thank you.
Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henley. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Now a 2nd and 2. They'll work inside here. Hampton.
Damn, he's slipping and sliding.
Chargers first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let it pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. Back to throw now on 1st down. Well, look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Hampton. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Only took him 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone, just like that. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there.
Can't do it,
It's a
man.
rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now it's Herbert. He'll dump this off to Hampton complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Herbert going to change the play here. Hampton is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
And even with the loss on 1st down, they did a nice job holding on to the football. And they can still run it 2 more times and take some time off the clock and even take some of the timeouts away from the defense and then possibly kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. They're in a great spot.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Go.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Touchdown! Lad McConkey with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Now a hit and a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Hey, go 21. Set. Go.
Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
First down, Los Angeles.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Lad McConkey, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Chargers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Here we go. Here we
And
go.
you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse.
Get him, man. Thank you.
Starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
Hey, hey, blue. Yellow, 22.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. Here's Tate to return it. The Charger drive about to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance.
How is R1 running in fucking place?
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this.
The running back is preventing me from dropping back.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Back to throw. Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete.
Oh, god damn, dog.
The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
33. Yep.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Pick it up.
And this one's in.
2-9, do you not have any awareness?
Since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes.
97.
10 at the 13-yard line.
Right, white. Set.
They'll look to throw here on first down. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that will bring up 2nd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. This is 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. Red, 38. Set.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Let's go. 52 boom.
Back to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The decision made for him. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Rail, yellow.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Charger drive about to get going. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Eighth catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. They'll come up now, 3rd and 9. Again, Herbert. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that.
What? Come on, bro.
I was going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up.
Man, that's some bullshit. Oh, this man running. Why the fuck open? His ball is overthrown.
Set, ready. Red, 38. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this one incomplete. So
Running wide open, bro.
20 seconds remaining.
And ball just overthrown.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Here we go. Here we go.
Running back in motion.
40. Set.
They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Every fucking time. Running back in motion.
Inside the 10, mark him down at the 9. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
9-yard line.
Ready, ready. 10 black. Set.
They'll look to throw.
Pick it. Bro, y'all just sitting there. This.
The Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
60 red. 60 red. Set.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught.
No help. Just sitting there. Don't know what the fuck going on.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16.
Broncos 14.
This man, why the fuck open on this play, dog? And the ball gets overthrown.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside
Fucking
kick.
trash, man.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. I mean, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, this was a very close ball game.
Couldn't complete a pass in the fourth quarter. The last